and City of Ohio. Should be a good matchup. Two teams that are quite far in terms of distance traveled. Delaware Rising, of course, in your hometown of Delaware, but City of Ohio located just outside of Cleveland. So about an hour 45 to 2 hour drive just to get here at Buckeye Valley. So it should be an exciting match. I'm sure the guys are ready to get out of the cars and start playing some soccer. We are just about to get kickoff underway. It was delayed just a few minutes so that a few more players for City of Ohio could show up. Some of them apparently got caught in traffic on that long drive, which can certainly happen when you're stuck for 2 hours in a car. And fam, it is a toasty one today. Currently, the temperature is 82, but the day's high is 88 degrees. And of course, add about 10 degrees for the players down on that toasty turf field. So that is your weather port for today. And you will be seeing Delaware Rising in the bottom left of your screen, getting ready, taking the pitch first, as our officials walk out to the center as well. So Delaware Rising will be attacking from left to right on your screen, and City of Ohio will be attacking from right to left, and they are in some snazzy-looking jerseys themselves. I certainly like to think that Delaware Rising has some of the best jerseys in the league, but if nothing else, a close second, certainly City of Ohio with some good design there. And let me pan just quickly over to show you what I'm talking about. So there is your City of Ohio squad. Looks like they might just have 11. Looks like they added a few more as well, so hopefully they'll have at least a few subs because it is a toasty day today. This is the first official ever matchup between Delaware Rising and City of Ohio. They joined the league the same time we did, but we were unable to play them last year. A few scheduling conflicts with storms and such occurred to prevent that match from going down. But this is an important one. It is a non-conference game for both teams. However, the points still count the same, and we are in that playoff push with just 3 games to go, including this one. So we need to snag as many points as we can. We are currently sitting in that second position in our conference. However, it all depends how some of the games that are also being played today plays out because we are 1 game ahead of the rest of our conference. At least the other 2 that we are competing for a playoff spot with. So you get Nick Manavlovsky getting ready to take this kickoff as the ref is making his final checks. And here we go. Delaware Rising starting off with the ball. Rylan Owens finding Evan Scott on the sideline. Landon Kuhn with the ball now. One of the starters for Ohio Wesleyan. And a nice, lovely run. Tries to flick it on to Nick Manavlovsky, who tries to approach, but does get cleared, but only far as Evan Scott. Some good possession to start for Delaware Rising. And a ball in, trying to find Nick Manavlovsky, but unable to do so. It just gets cleared to Seth. That brick wall in the back. Let me try to zoom you guys in just a bit so we can get a better view. Here we go. And it's really Jack says Delaware is the City of Ohio. That's right. We might not be as big as Cleveland or Columbus or Cincinnati. And a foul there against City of Ohio on Nick Manavlovsky, one of our strikers. And it is flicked in really quickly. Morris does get on the end of it, but the keeper does a good job to pressure him and force him out wide. It does go out for a Delaware Rising throw. And Corbin says Nathan needs to design the next yellow crew kit. Yeah, I completely agree. The crew jerseys and designs have not been too hot as of late. Pretty standard, pretty boring. So we can press that issue because, yes, I would love a better looking crew jersey for sure. Some good pressure from Manavlovsky. Trying to work back and forth in a light one-man press. Now City of Ohio trying to work it down the sideline. Some good passing to switch it across. Good defense there from Colin to deflect that out. Delaware will be replacing the crew in a few years anyway. Says it's really Jack. Well, I mean, the way the crew has been playing has not been stellar. So hopefully they'll be able to pick it up. But yes, if you want a team to support while they're down in the dumps, Delaware's a good place to be. Kuhn finds himself with it, tracking back from that cam position. One of those attacking midfielders. And now Nathan Schwellick with the ball. The designer of our kits, in fact. Some good passing from Delaware, trying to work that left sideline. And a little bit of pressing enacted from City of Ohio, but Delaware does break, and now a ball lovely over the top from Evan, finds the other Evan, who tries to get a foot on it, but some good defensive pressure kind of shielded him away from the goal, unable to really get his foot around that to have a chance at goal, but a lovely ball. I think that was from Evan Worley, finding Evan Scott. City of Ohio trying to build out from the back. Now Colin applying a little pressure. Some good quick passing there, but ends up Delaware rising ball. Evan Worley with it, and Morris finding a cross. Finds Evan Scott on the wing. Crosses the ball in. Ooh, a dangerous ball, but cleared out by a defender for City of Ohio. City of Ohio tries to keep it in. You see that sliding attempt. If it bounces around, still goes out. That's a Delaware rising throw. A little miss hit there. Looks like that was Morris, but he does find himself with the ball. And a little nutmeg that almost comes off. Good hustle there to keep fighting for the ball. And now City of Ohio trying to break through, but Seth with a good step and another good one too. And now it's a break on for Delaware as he sends a nice ball over the top, looking for Evan Scott. Right idea. Just a little too close to the keeper. You're seeing City of Ohio liking to build out of the back. Delaware getting composed. No press from Delaware. And a big ball over the top, and a lovely one it is. Finds the right wing. And now sent through. And that individual is onside with a good touch. Has a shot. Tries to curl that, it looks like, but it does take a deflection, so that will be a corner kick for City of Ohio. Good sequence of play for City of Ohio. With that striker getting a fairly open shot. Good quick defending to at least get in and get a deflection. This is the first corner of the match for either side. He flicks it in, a dangerous ball, and headed on by number 13, it looks like. Very dangerous. He got up and no one was there defending. Lucky for Delaware, it just goes wide. Now in the standings, as you heard me mention earlier in the stream, Delaware Rising sits second. However, results are pending based on two other games that are happening in our conference as we speak. Those should be concluding around halftime here, if not a bit sooner. Intercepted from the back, the City of Ohio. They try to play someone wide, but looks like that player was maybe offside, but didn't run for it in the end. Ryland now will gather. That's Ryland Owens. Always reliable in that right center back position. A good turn from number 71 off that first touch. Finds his striker, but that striker was offside. And now talking position-wise for other teams in the Northern Conference, which is where you'll find City of Ohio, they sit at the top of their table. Ireland keeps it in after a deflection, sends it back. Tries to find Sexton, and Sexton is a bit out. And that ball was aiming for the goal, but thankfully not too much power on it, and Sexton's able to run back and snag that. And Evan tries to find a ball, one-time touch, not too bad. Puts in the right position, and it is sit in the center. Manavlovsky was chasing, and the goalkeeper just clears that out as he gets there first. Now Landon on the wing. Tries to get around his man. Does end up with the ball. And Evan Scott tries to cross that in, but goes high and wide and goes out of bounds for a goal kick. First substitution of the match being made, and it is a City of Ohio player. Number 9 makes his way onto the pitch. And if you're looking on your bottom right corner of your screen, you'll see that City of Ohio has 3 substitutions for this match. And there's the sub's first touch. Not too shabby. And if you look at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen now, we have essentially a whole nother team ready to be subbed. And on a day like this, you always want to have as many subs as possible. So you can get water breaks for your starters, especially tired legs will become a problem later in the game. And the good part about our bench as well is it is deep. So when you start making substitutions, the quality will not waver. Good sequence of play for Delaware Rising as Schwalek now tries to send it up, looking for Morris. Now City of Ohio trying to go wide. It does deflect off of a Delaware player. Big switch from City of Ohio. Ball tries to go in over the top. Won by Seth, and 2 Delaware Rising players attack that. It's Landon Kuhn with it. Gets it to Ryland Owens, and Owens clears. Leaves a little pressure. And another substitution is being made, it looks like, for City of Ohio. It's like a little confusion down there as he's trying to go on, but the ref holds him. And the player that was being substituted just took a little while to get off the pitch, so he held the substitute and is now on the field, and we get back underway. Good clear from Schwalek. It's a City of Ohio throw. Tosses it into the danger area. Deflected. Actually touched nicely down by that City of Ohio player, but cleared in the end by Delaware. Now City of Ohio trying to work that right side. Maybe a little miscommunication as the ball goes A bit too far off of that pass and goes out of the back for a goal kick, which is taken quickly by Sexton. Now you see Owens slings the ball right down the sideline. Lovely ball it was for Colin, who is speedy, and almost gets there, but a lovely sliding challenge from, looks like, the captain of City of Ohio. Some good possession from 71 to defend off those challenges. And a little too aggressive from Kuhn, says the center referee. Will be a foul. Taken short by City of Ohio. And switching across field. And oh, a bad pass. Kuhn does, no, that was McComb, steps in on it, but unfortunately, just too big of a touch. Now ball over the top, and Seth heads back to his keeper. Some good defending from him. If you can't hear it, the Vuvuzelas are back in action. You'd love to hear it. Scott finds McComb, and McComb, a good reaction, trying to flick it wide, but no one was making the run for him. Good couple touches there from City of Ohio. A good turn from number 22, but gathered up, and ooh, a foul is called as number 22 goes down. They do tap it short. Number 4 then passes out to number 5 on the wing. I don't know if they're looking to send the ball in, but continue to play short. Now 25 making a run through the midfield, finds 71, who looks up at the goal, thinks about it, but continues on passing. Number 9 now has a whack, but hits it right into the hands of Sexton. Fairly easy save for him in the end. Morris with a nice pass and then finding some space. It's with Miller now. Kyle says we gotta space them out. They're collapsing around the goal. It's just they do have a lot of defenders back, as you can even see now. Delaware just working in the back, looking for some space, a way to attack. Seth finds Kuhn, but Kuhn is tracking back, plays it out to Owens. Owens tries to find Worley, but unable to do so. Some good passing once again from City of Ohio. And their striker, number 71, is called offside, as he did check back and look as he was making the run. So looks like he did know. We'll get back underway quickly via Evan Worley. And Kuhn tries to play it down the sideline, but intercepted. And a big boot upfield. And just over the head of Barrett, but still ends up winning it. And Nathan tries to clear, but unable to do so. And now Sexton, sweeper keeper, comes out and clears his defensive lines. And now a double substitution happening. One for Delaware, one for City of Ohio. City of Ohio trying to rotate quickly. Now you're seeing Mason Morris make his way off. Max DeCopp joining the party on the field. City of Ohio trying to work that right sideline. And kind of a big touch. It looks like he's trying to play it backward. City of Ohio does get on the end of it. And quickly kicked away from the keeper as looks like McComb was almost there, just a step away. Schwalek steps in. Still City of Ohio ball, switching the field. And Owens tries to step in on the ball, but does get a piece of his man, as that was a foul call, nothing malicious. Tries to take it quickly. But the ref says, nope, restart. Try that again. You see two players down there. That is Hermiller and Nate White. Warming up down on the sideline. And still working that right side for City of Ohio. It looks like the ball tries to be flicked in, but miss kick there. Now Delaware Rising trying to break out, but able to do so. But now it's with Kuhn. McComb tries to make a quick touch, but that one gets intercepted. And a ball through. Ultimately finds no one except the goalkeeper. Now he'll switch the field of play with Ryland Owens. Now the captain finds our striker, Manavlovsky, up top with a good check back. Tries to find Max DeCop. But there was a nudge from a City of Ohio player. So a foul is called. So the ref tried to play some advantage, but no advantage was seen. So he calls it back for a foul. Miller with Kuhn. Kuhn tries to turn, but only turns into a defender. Now Worley applying some pressure. Forces his man back. A nice first touch. Brings that kick down, but DeCop now charging toward goal. Trying to put some work on him, and does have a shot, but deflected well from City of Ohio's defense. Now what can City of Ohio do is they have some space. Evan Scott hustling back. Does get the ball, and no foul called. Good tracking back. We'd love to see the hustle. And a lovely tackle there from number 13. Tries to play it over the top, but just too much for his striking compatriot. Owens finds Kuhn. Schwalek finds Worley with a little space in the center of the park. Continues swinging to Owens, and Owens with a nice first touch, but tries to find McComb, but bounces to Kuhn now. And he tries to find Manavlovsky, and Manavlovsky is deemed offside. It did look like he tried to hold up his run, but took a couple steps and unable to get back onside in time. Good sequence of play there. Now a double substitution for both teams. So two teams send on two players, as we saw them warming up. Nate White is one of those for Delaware Rising, and Jeremy Hermiller. So Evan Scott takes a break along with Colin McComb. City of Ohio will get us back underway after the offside call. Ooh. And the ball was called for a City of Ohio throw, even though it did bounce off of City of Ohio player last. And a miss hit there, finds Nate White. Tries to get to Hermiller, but a sliding challenge. Intercepts that and deflects it back. And a lovely stuff from Nate White, who gets the ball, tries to put it in the center, but gets a little bit of a nudge. As you see him there, a little disappointed with that, even though it will be a Delaware Rising corner kick, the first of the game for us. Or perhaps a throw. It will be a throw for Delaware Rising. The ball is in. Ultimately just works its way to the goalkeeper. Surveys his options. And decides to go long. Falls to number 12. And Kyle says he loves to see the crowd as they're growing in each match, which is very true. And a ball goes in. Lovely ball across. And ultimately it is saved by Sexton, who tries to get out. Does get a deflection on it, but can't hold it right off. But gets his legs around it to keep the ball from going to anyone but himself. So good stuff from Sexton there. But again, yeah, Kyle is saying loves the fans, and it keeps growing every match, which, yes, we appreciate, especially on hot days like this. But the fans are what it's all about, and we appreciate all of you, as we're now seeing a few substitutions being made. Evan Worley comes off to take a break as Alex Brown makes his way on the pitch. He's a former Buckeye Valley High School player, actually graduated last year. So hopefully he can use his home field advantage to his advantage. Some good passing, some good touches there. Now Alex Brown applying some pressure, forces individual to play it back to the City of Ohio back line. Number 4 with a little fancy footwork does keep it. Looks like a foul will be called. I think it's against Nate White. Didn't do anything too intense there. I guess just throwing his body a little bit too much. So it'll be a free kick. About at the 40-yard line, maybe the 37. '77 does whip it in. Not too bad, but cleared away by Ryland Owens, and that will be out for a City of Ohio throw. We're about 25 minutes in to the first half. No full attacking sequences or main shots on goal. A few chances for either side, but no real strikes that tested the keeper either way quite yet. But maybe that'll change now. Landon Kuhn trying to break through. Still with the ball. Some good stuff to use his body as he turns, but Herm Miller is called offside, and indeed he was, just a couple steps ahead of that last defender. And the break was certainly on. Quite unfortunate he wasn't able to keep himself onside. Now a big kick from City of Ohio. Just too big in the end. Finds Connor Sexton. Tyler Parlett says, what's the score? Just joining, still 0-0. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on the score as well. It is still 0-0. Again, no major attacking chances for either side quite yet. A few decent build-ups that got the ball into the box, but nothing too threatening quite yet from either side. Again, about 20, just after 25 minutes in now. Looks like the referee calls a foul. And Owens tries to send a ball in. Does find Manivolowski, who can't really flick it on, unfortunately. It does go out for a City of Ohio throw. And it looks like that will be the water break. So since the temperature is so high today, we'll have 2 water breaks. And the ref said usually between the 25 to 30 minute marks. It'll be up to his discretion. And at the break, the score is still tied 0-0. Some good spells of possession for both sides. But again, no real attacking threats quite yet. A few decent build-ups. Again, the ball went in the box for both sides. A few offsides called for either side as well. If I had to pick one side, it looks like City of Ohio's attacking a little bit more, a little more dangerous in those first 27 minutes. You see the refs just past the bottom of the screen, trying to hydrate as well, because it is a hot day, especially when you're playing on turf in the sun. Can't quite see it, but there are a few clouds out, but not really providing much coverage. Hopefully the guys put on sunscreen today. See Tyler down there chatting with a few guys, offering some instruction. Now the refs are making their way back onto the pitch. Each water break just about 5 minutes, perhaps a little less. Let the boys get hydrated. And some of the fans too, we appreciate all you making the trip out here today, especially because it is so hot. But a lot of nicely colored umbrellas out there, or parasols for you fancy people, just to block some sun. Now both teams are taking the pitch once again after hydrating up. Trying to cool down maybe a bit. Now it will be a throw on the far side, top right of your screen, for City of Ohio to get us back underway. And they'll reset play, giving it all the way back to their goalkeeper. And a lovely ball on that right wing, but unfortunately just takes a little bit too big of a bounce off of that touch from that right wing for City of Ohio. You see that right there. Max DeCop throws the ball in off the back of a City of Ohio player so he can regain possession himself. And you've seen that in basketball a few times, and maybe in the final third of the field. A little trickery there. Always keeps us entertained. We appreciate that. And the ball looks like it does bounce out, so that will be a Delaware Rising throw. Looks like the referee is be having a chat with someone on the pitch. And a big throw from DeCop. Lovely stuff, but the Rising can't get a foot on it. And the keeper clears and finds one of his players. Now making his way down the sideline. Tries to flick it over the top too much again as it falls to the foot of Connor Sexton. And almost a nice touch from Hermiller. But number 4 knocks it back to his goalkeeper. See some strong first touches from both sides today. Some good stuff for both teams. And tries to play it in the center of the park, but is intercepted by Miller. Now Worley. Hermiller checks back, tries to find White, who does get a foot and keep possession. Now it's DeCop on the far side, tries to get around his man, but he impedes his progress. So that is a foul. Now Evan Worley over the top. And if you recall, the last game, we did score our second goal from a set piece. Hopefully we can find another here as Worley flicks it into the box. It's a nice ball, but the keeper is able to get out to it first. And trying to send his team on his way quickly, and does find one of his strikers, but too big of a touch for him, and intercepted by Owens. And sent up by Barrett. Lovely first touch from Brown, but just can't keep possession. And lovely run from number 21, who is, looks like he was deemed offside, but the ref Put his flag up, but then kept it down, perhaps? Looks like it was an offside call in the end. And the referee needs to sort some things out, as it looked like the ball was dropped back by a Delaware Rising player trying to take the free kick. But then it looks like it was going to be taken by something. Now the referees are having a chat with themselves because the flag is pointing in or for possession for the City of Ohio. So it looks like it will be a free kick for City of Ohio. As you did see in that sequence of play, one of the defenders did try to put his arm on the runner. So I'm not sure if the ref was calling for that first, but he put his flag up, but then tried to keep it down. A little bit of confusion all around. And now the free kick is taken short. Now Four has it. Looks like he has a swing, and that will go far, high, and wide. You see another Delaware Rising player warming up on the sideline. That is J.P. Seliskar, a current Buckeye Valley High School player. Now Connor with the kick to get us back underway. DeCop flicks it on. That will roll out for a throw for the guys wearing the red jerseys. A few more players down there looking like they're getting ready to come on. So one of those, again, is J.P. Seliskar and Luke Fleming, the other. Back from a trip to Europe, I believe. Out for a couple weeks. Enjoying summer break. Good step from Schwalek there to intercept, but looks like, yes, City of Ohio will continue the attack. A little bit outside of the foot, tries to find his on-running player, but Owens intercepts. And now Owens boots it upfield. Looks like that will go out of bounds. That'll be a throw for City of Ohio. Substitutions now being made. So Hermiller makes his way off along with Nate White. So Seliskar and Fleming make their way onto the pitch. Hopefully they can add some life to this game, as it has been swinging a little bit more for City of Ohio. And Alex gets hit hard from number 77 running on. It's very dangerous as Alex tries to head the ball. Looks to be okay, thankfully. Certainly a foul there. Connor steps up to take this free kick. Looks like he'll hopefully flick that downfield with the cannon of a leg he has. Does just that. And a foul called once again. As you did see one of those Delaware Rising players going up for the ball, gets nudged in the back, so he was not able to get a touch on that. So now in a dangerous area, just past the 20-yard line. Looks like Worley will be taking this one once again, hopefully flicking it in to the danger area. We could use a goal right now as we've just passed 35th minute, approaching the 36th. So we have Kuhn and Worley standing over top of this one. It is in shooting distance, but it will be Kuhn who bends it in nicely. Flicked up and headed away by number 4, which bounces up. Looks like it is a handball, but no hand is called. Just cleared away. Now to Barrett. Barrett keeps possession with some good footwork, some good touches. Kuhn now on the wing. Plays it through to Fleming. Lovely run from Fleming, but can't get a foot on it. And cleared away as Owens gets ahead to it, but it falls right to number 9 for City of Ohio. So he plays it wide. A good ball to find that right winger making a run, and lovely stuff from him. But Schwalek still trying to defend. Now Brown does a good job with defense, pokes that ball away. Finds Seliskar. Seliskar able to turn outside. Oh, and tries to find Kuhn, but finds a player in red instead. Now Miller with some good defending to turn his player away from goal. There's some space on those wings. And chips it up top. Lovely little ball that was. As he tries to send it in. Touched. Saved. Saved by Connor with his foot. And a good hit. What a save again. A double save from Connor Sexton. Saves one with his foot as the ball then bounces back out. A quick strike from City of Ohio and another great save to keep the score 0-0. Nice ball in from City of Ohio. That's the first real attacking chance that we've seen from either side that ends in a strong shot on goal, but some great goalkeeping from Sexton to keep the ball out of the back of the net. Now the referee is having a conversation with some players. Doesn't look too happy. Some jostling, maybe some talking. And now the corner. It is taken in a dangerous area. Connor gets up. Snags that out of the air. Good goalkeeping from him. Now he's looking long. Unable to find an option he's happy with, so just boots it downfield. Trying to find Fleming. First and second ball won by City of Ohio, but Schwalek then gets it up to Worley, and now Worley finds Kuhn. Now Kuhn cuts inside as JP makes a good run. That was Seliskar to create some space. Now Kuhn tries to flick it. Looks like it takes a deflection to Fleming as this tap back. And Fleming just gets in the way of the goalkeeper. Doesn't look like anything too malicious there. Looks like that almost was a pass back, though. Perhaps that defender did not get a foot on it. So we did see one of those happen last game. Intercepted now by Miller. What can Delaware Rising do? Miller plays a lovely ball. Finds Kuhn. Kuhn flicks it in. Takes a little deflection. Headed away. Good defending there, but lovely ball in. And now, 3v3 situation. Schwalek is trying to defend. Alex tries to step in, but unfortunately can't do so. So now it's a 4v3 situation. Brown hustles back to make it 4v4. Taps it into number 9. Number 9 gets a shot on, and it goes in the back of the net. I'm not really sure what happened there, but it was a goal in the end from City of Ohio. Looks like Connor wasn't expecting that. Looks like our defense wasn't either. We'll have to watch that back, and unfortunately that puts City of Ohio now up 1-0. We're at about the 40th minute. And the official time is on the watch of the referee. There's a possibility for some added minutes after we've hit the 45th mark. But how will Delaware Rising respond? After giving up a bit of a confusing, looks like not too great of a goal. But now need something to swing some momentum in their favor, as now the score is 1-0 for City of Ohio. Bear tries to get a foot on it, but Schwalek runs back. Some good defending, and now it's over to Worley. And Kuhn is able to keep it in bounds. And it is kept inbound by City of Ohio. Now on the right wing, Schwalek stepping out to defend. Some fancy footwork, ends up finding number 13. Tries to body off the ball. He does put his body between the ball and Seliskar. Didn't look like he was really playing the ball, but ultimately a foul called against Delaware Rising. So now a free kick right at the 25-yard line. Potentially within shooting distance, depending on who you are. Two players looking over top of it. And it is sent in. That is a shot. And that goes high and very wide. So far, so it bounces over the back and goes into the construction area and almost onto the road. Thankfully, it stops because, hey, man, we need those soccer balls. Good quick passing from City of Ohio. Ultimately, can't keep possession. Now Owens sends a lovely ball over the top. Fleming is, looks like Fleming was onside, but the referee says no, sir, in that case. A lovely ball, and if we just time our runs better, we'll have some chances on frame. Taken quickly and short by City of Ohio. Pressure from Selsgaard to force his man to pass back. And referee says get up, no foul called there. A lovely step from Fleming as he's pressing that back line. It just bounces through and now sent over top. Sexton, tries to get a foot on it. And he sends it in, and it just looks like it's hit the outside of the post. Sexton tries to clear, but just a missed kick. Finds one of the City of Ohio players, and thankfully, it goes wide. The boys are looking a little shaky now. We need to get our heads straight. Have some sharp passing, some solid defending so we can get back into this game. Hopefully we can do so right before halftime as we're about the 43rd minute. Schwalik finds DeCopp and then tries to send it over down the line, but it goes out of bounds. And will be thrown in all the way back to the goalkeeper. Sent up to number 9. Nice ball, but not the best touch, but still kept for City of Ohio. The ball goes over the top. He is offside. And the flag is up, but the center ref did not see it right away. And now does see it after play continues for a few seconds. Now forcing Schwalik to make that long run out back to go get that ball as it continue to roll. Just about a minute remaining of regulation. Some added time perhaps offered up by the referee. And unable to find a Del Rising player, but Brown steps in on it and just a little bit too much of a heavy touch. Now Ryan sends it to the corner. Headed up and away for City of Ohio. Now trying to run down that sideline, but good tackle from Evan Worley. Now Brown tries to maintain possession, just going back and forth with his player. But now kept by City of Ohio as they're looking to attack. Good step from Ryan Miller, and does end up getting a foot on it. Now with the back line of City of Ohio. And just sent back. The referee is checking his watch, says 2 added minutes. We have 2 minutes of additional time. Now sent up by Sexton and headed down, but Kuhn tries to get a foot on it and unable to keep that in bounds. Goes out. Looks like that will be a throw for City of Ohio, to the dissatisfaction of Coach Treadway. Big throw from City of Ohio, but defended well by Owens. It is flicked into the middle, and now Brown heads away. Kuhn with possession finds Schwalik on the wing and tries to ping it through. Now sent long and does find his man, but Owens defends well. Takes a little nudge at the end of that as well. City of Ohio still have possession. About the final third, but drop it back. Sends the ball across. And good defending from Owens. Skies up off of his first touch. Landon draws the foul there as he tries to get around his defender, but it looks like his heels get flicked. And Max, the cop, sends that in. Now Fleming tries to flick it on into the middle, but no one else is there. Hit away by number 4, and that will be half time. The score is 1-0. Unfortunately, after a weird goal scored by City of Ohio. But we will be right back after about a 10 to 15 minute halftime break with a little halftime entertainment as well, which I'll turn the camera so you guys can watch as well to see if our contestant will hit the crossbar. We'll be right back. Well, fam, welcome to halftime. Got an exciting match. Of course, score 1-0, but a lot more soccer to be played. And until the action does resume, we have a little halftime entertainment. So if I will ask Nick, please make your way down to the right side of the field toward that goal. And Rachel will be stacking 3 soccer balls and joining you for our crossbar challenge. First, if you were inspired by the play of our Rising Squad and want to rep the gear, head over to the merch table near the entrance to get yourself something nice. All purchases help our club continue to grow, so thank you for your support. And we did just get in a shipment of the 2022 jerseys. So if you already pre-ordered your jerseys, we just got those in today, so we'll be shipping them out to you very shortly. We also do have now a surplus of a few different sizes of our 22 jerseys if you are interested in snagging one so you can look fresh. For the crossbar challenge. So if you will direct your gaze to the field, you'll see my wife bringing 3 soccer balls out there, so our contestant will have 3 attempts to hit the crossbar from the 18. You'll see our contestant that is making his way onto the pitch. And if our contestant does hit the crossbar, with any one of those 3 soccer balls, he will win a Delaware Rising jersey and $100. If by chance he does not, still get him repping up in a Delaware Rising t-shirt. The $100 is courtesy of Derek Smith of Keller Williams Greater Columbus. So the sponsor that you'll see in the front of our jerseys, we appreciate you. Whenever you're ready, my good sir, yes, taking off the shoes. He knows what he's doing. Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks like trying to flick, perhaps? Oh, no, lining up, measuring steps. Got a professional in our hands. Attempt number 1. Goes up, and just a little high. It's good just getting the distance. That's why you get 3 chances. Taking a free throw. Attempt number 2. And it's up. Similar height as the last one. That's fine. He was just knocking those through because he knew the third one is really the one he wanted to hit to add a little drama. Here we go. Attempt number 3. And it's up. He does it! He does it on the third one. He knew what he was doing the whole time with the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration. Beauty. Well, my good sir, you just won yourself a Delaware Rising jersey and 100 smackaroonies. So for your jersey, you can head over to the tent where the gear is, and we'll get you suited up in that, and then I will come and find you so we can get you your $100. So lovely showing from our contestant. Before we get our main event back underway, we wanted to say thank you to our sponsors who made this 2022 season possible. Again, on the front of our jerseys, you'll see Derek Smith of Keller Williams Greater Columbus, Andrew's House on the back, and reflections on the sleeve. Thank you to all three of those sponsors for supporting our club in many more ways than one. We do have sponsorship opportunities available for this season, but also for next. So reach out if you'd like to support your local soccer club and generate some buzz for your business. If you're not a business and want to support the club, a great free way to do that is by shopping on Amazon Smile and selecting Delaware Rise Football Club as your charity of choice. It's literally the same thing as shopping on Amazon, but when people make purchases on Amazon Smile, Amazon donates a portion of the purchase to charity. And now, as our teams have their halftime talks, I will pass it back down to our referees so they can get the second half underway when they're ready to rock and roll. Beauty. Here goes your kid, $100. Great. All right, fam, welcome back. We're about to get our second half underway of our game between Delaware Rising and City of Ohio. Score is 1-0. City of Ohio leads. Still a lot of soccer to be played. We're hoping Delaware Rising can make the comeback. Before the game, if you watched our Instagram story, you'll see some of the prediction. Evan Scott made a prediction of 2-1. So his prediction is set up to come true, and hopefully it does, with the 2-1 win for Delaware Rising. Referee makes his final checks to get us back underway. And if you did stick around for our halftime entertainment, you'll saw on the third kick, Nick did hit the crossbar, getting himself decked out in a Delaware Rising jersey and snagging $100. And nice stuff from Nick. Might have to sign him up, put him on the pitch. Looks like we are good to go. Referee checks his watch, gets it set, and we are underway. Ohio City, City of Ohio starts us off. Nice quick 1-2 passing there. Number 22 looks like he maybe was offside, so didn't complete his run after that ball was played through. Good touch from Owens as he flicks it ahead. Crick713 says, I have no picture, is it just me? And McComb almost runs onto that ball, tries to get a chance. Yeah, if no one else can see the picture, let me know, because it should be live. The stream is still rolling. If not, I can reset her and make sure that we do have a stream going on. So yeah, just drop me in the comments. Let me know if you're not able to see, as a free kick was taken from Evan Scott on that right wing. Tries to play it in, and now it almost falls to Kuhn. A good step from Barrett, and Barrett has a shot too, but looks like it just gets caught in the wind a little bit and goes high and wide. Goal kick. Finds the head of Ryan Miller. City of Ohio continuing with some good passing, and now tries to find number 16 down on the wing, but it's just a little too much juice. Rolls out of bounds. It's a Delaware Rising throw. Good strong challenge on both sides. It does go out of bounds. It's a City of Ohio throw. Combe tries to touch it back to Schwalek, and Schwalek just knocks it up forward. Big kick. Tries to find maybe someone over the top. And Owens slips. And unfortunately, oh, luckily, he still does get it away. And now Scott with it. Finds McComb, and McComb tries to send a ball out to Scott. Not a bad idea, but the defender reads it well and is able to get back to intercept. Oh, and a big hit from number 22 on Ryan Miller, and instantly a yellow card is, yes, that player wasn't even going for the ball, just plows through Ryan Miller. And if I remember correctly, that is our first yellow card of the game. Looks like Seth will be over top of the ball, trying to flick this one into some danger zone. Maybe we can get an attempt on goal, and hopefully on frame, and hopefully in the back of the net. And now here we go. Seth plays it wide, and Owens tries to drop it back, but unfortunately is unable to do so. Tries to go in for a challenge. He gets a piece of the ball, but gets too much of the man, and that is a free kick for City of Ohio. And the referee wants that ball to go back, as he wasn't ready. Didn't allow the free kick to be taken quite yet. And now we're ready to go. I guess maybe 26. He's looking for an option. Didn't find anyone short, so decides to go long. And Owens does get a head on that. And good communication from Sexton and Barrett. And Sexton goes out to make that his. Plays quickly to Miller. Now goes out to Scott. Kristen Manovlovsky also says we can't see the video, so I'm going to try to reset this very quickly while we have a ball in the midfield. So let's give this a try. All right. I just changed a few settings. Let me know if you can now see the screen. Glad the audio's at least working. So I updated some of the view settings. Oh, looks good. Awesome. Beautiful. We are back. Good to go. Thanks for letting me know about the screen. I know you're all listening in, but if you couldn't see and you have audio turned off, no goals, nothing crazy happening. Score is still 1-0 in favor of City of Ohio. Good, Jack says looks great now. Good, good. Glad we're rolling. Appreciate you all letting me know. That was a throw-in for Delaware now. Kuhn trying to get possession. Almost does, but kicked out of bounds once again by City of Ohio. As the referee doesn't let the throw-in go because he wanted to be thrown back further, and Morris flicks it on now, looking for McComb. It's headed back in the center. Manovlovsky does get on it. Tries to keep it in, but unable to do so. We're just about 6 minutes into the second half. And a good head from 21 to knock it into the center now. What's Owens going to do? Tries to tap it down and does so. Lovely stuff from Owens. Get it back to his goalkeeper. He tries to find Worley. Just a little too far out of reach. Chested down lovely from 22, and that individual is offside. Lovely stuff from 22 to chest that down in the path of his unrunning teammate. Cricks still says they have a black screen. Same for Alec as well, so let's try something else. Bear with me one moment as we try to figure out what YouTube is doing. I'm going to adjust one thing once again. Let's try this now. And as I'm trying different things, let me know if you end up seeing a change. Any luck now? Just changed the power setting as the ball makes its way back to Sexton. Nathan Schwalek down the sideline finds Morris. And now Morris fights through a challenge and tries to flick it through. Looks like it was a handball. He intentionally sticks his hand out, trying to deflect it, and it is a yellow card as the player intentionally handballs. That ball is now going to be a free kick, maybe around the 25-yard line. Nope, it's still no luck. All right, then let's try. I'm going to try to set up a new stream. I've changed all the different settings, so nothing's ready to roll. So at least you can hear me, which is very weird. So I'm going to try to set up a new one, and I will share the link on our Twitter and Facebook to see if we can make that work for us. I'll do that as soon as this free kick is over. I'll try to reset that and see what we can do. So it is about a 30-yard line. Evan Worley is taking the free kick. Does put it into the box. Looks like it is headed and ended up kicked away. But it falls to Owens. Now back to Worley. The Twitter is at Delaware, I think, Delaware Rising. I think it's either that, or we might have a dash underneath. But if you search Delaware Rising Football Club, you should be able to find it. Lovely ball into Nick Manavlovsky. But now I'll put the new stream link on Twitter, Facebook, and then, of course, on our YouTube channel is where it will be. So if you want to just hang out on the YouTube channel, a new stream will be popping up in just a couple minutes once I get that ready to rock and roll. So I will go ahead and do that now. Actually, there's one other thing I'll try. All right, so now you should, if this is working right, see the screen flipped toward me in the press box. Are you able to see that at all? Drop me a comment real quick if you can see that, and then I'm going to try to flip it back if you're able to see this view. Now City of Ohio plays it wide. Some good defending, forces him back. Still over on that left side, though. Does roll out. That will be a City of Ohio throw off of a Delaware Rising player. And again, let me know if you can see it. Still black, so nothing. All right. I just switched it back. Did that view work at all? Can you now see the field? I tried switching it back just to see if that'll work. If not, we'll just get a new stream ready to rock and roll. And still no. All right. So I'm going to jump a new stream now. So hang out on the YouTube channel, and it will go up very quickly. Score update super quick. It is still 1-0 in favor of City of Ohio, but I will be pushing out a new stream in about 67 seconds, so count it out. All right, fam, welcome back. We've got the new stream up. Hopefully, instead of just hearing audio, you can now hear audio and see the pitch. If that is the case, let me know. But while we were taking our 67-second break, nothing substantial happened. Crick says, still nothing. Oh, not even audio. Able to hear audio, see the stream, the actual footage. It looks like it's counting down or counting up on my end. It says we're live. Crick says we're back. Love it. Oh, great. Good to see it. And hopefully it stays that way. Beauty, beauty, beauty. And a ball goes through, but Sexton is able there to gather. It looks like he was, yeah, outside of the box when he picked that ball up. You could see it from here. And he did pick it up outside of the box. Fortunately, that's the second time that has happened to us this season. So it will be a free kick right on the edge of the 18 for City of Ohio. Free marks off the steps to where the wall will be able to stand. It looks like the stream is ready to rock and roll just in time for this free kick in quite a dangerous area. 21 is going wide, and it is a shot which goes high and wide. Looks like it smacks on to the front of that scoreboard. So thankfully nothing comes out of that. Now while we're here, since we do have everything back, Matthew is asking the score. Still 1-0. Unfortunately for Delaware Rising and for the squad, the goal was scored by City of Ohio. That was in the first half. And while we're here, let me get a better zoom in. There we go. A little better action, a little better view for you guys. Daycop and Schwalek passing back and forth, trying to find some space. It does end up hitting off of number 17, going out for Delaware Rising throw. And a big throw, trying to find Manavlovsky. Cleared away. And it's a long ball. It's going to fall for Manavlovsky now. And a sliding challenge. That is a good tackle. Sliding through. Looks like he gets the ball. Does get a piece of Nick, too, as he falls hard on that ground. Did look like a fair challenge. Granted, I am quite far away up in the press box. So it will be a throw-in for Del Rising. Max DeCop take the throw. He does have some distance on his throws. Looks like Nick's tailbone. It's kind of what he landed on. Landed fairly hard, so. Goes short to Kuhn. Kuhn flicks it in. Dangerous ball. Ooh, takes like a little deflection off of one of the City of Ohio defenders and ultimately lands into the hands of the goalkeeper. But a nice ball in, certainly into a dangerous area. We just need some more Del Rising players attacking those balls. Schwalek tries to go up for it, and then Barrett wins out. Looks like he gets knocked down as well. Now Schwalek flicks away. And Evan reads that really well for the good interception. Gets it to Kuhn as he does get nudged. Advantage is played. Now it goes out to DeCop. DeCop tries to play it through to Manavlovsky, but just not a good ball in the end. And ball kicked away. Looks like that was intentional, of course. The City of Ohio player trying to prevent Del Rising from taking a quick throw. And now a substitution is being made for City of Ohio. And now we get back underway. A big throw from DeCop trying to find Manavlovsky. DeCop's ball just too far away from Ryan Miller, but a good step from Schwalek. And good stuff from McComb. Prevent that ball, and now just kicked out of bounds. A good hustle from McComb to block that clearance. Now a substitution is being made for both sides. Josh Albright will be making his way onto the pitch for Del Rising, taking out Evan Scott. A substitution also coming on, number 71 for, not sure who that number is. Looks like 21. He is one of their dangerous players, one of those wingers. Ryland steps, and now a through ball. Looks like it will find, I think that's number 5 on the wing. He has a lot of space, takes a shot, saved by Connor Sexton, but then ultimately is tapped in the goal on that far post as no one was back to help defend as that ball goes through. So unfortunately that will make the score now 2-0 in favor of City of Ohio. That is in the 65th minute. Still got a lot of soccer to play, and hopefully maybe that'll flip the switch for Del Rising, as it was starting to get a little chippy. It seems our Del Rising boys do play well when the game starts to get a little chippy, a little intense. Adds a little flair to the game. And we need some of that now, being down 2-0, as we get our game back underway. And Seth almost loses out, but keeps possession even after falling down. So now DeCop out here. DeCop tries to flick the ball on. Right idea, but just can't get it through that defender. And that City of Ohio player you could see is on top of Max. It looks like the foul was called. I thought it was going Del Rising's way, but apparently not. Honestly, that could have gone either way. Both guys fighting for the ball. And plays that wide into some space. Good touch there by that City of Ohio player. Now Kuhn finds himself with it. Tries to play it up, and that will be too far, and it looks like both of our strikers would have been offside anyway. Now the goalkeeper trying to play it back. Just to waste a little bit more time. Let's get it back. Down a half, and there is a foul called. Looks like that was on number 12. Played quickly to McComb. McComb has some pace to get there, and he does. Keeps it in bounds, taps it around. His guy tries to slide in, but it finds Worley now. The cop tries to flick it in, but it will, looks like stay inbounds. No, it does go out of bounds. Taken quickly by Worley. Manovlovsky now in the corner. And the cop tries to swing it in. It's going back post and tips over the head. It does take a deflection off of number 5, who ends up knocking it out back for a Delaware Rising corner. And right now would be a great time to get a goal to half the deficit. Kuhn will be out there to take it. And that's going to be close back post. No one there for Delaware Rising to attack the ball. Boys have to charge. Play it in. And DeCop can't hold possession, and now a chance for City to break. Through ball. I think that was deflected by Barrett. Now Schwalek with some space and time. Looks like a foul, maybe off the ball. Coach Treadway not happy. You could hear some fans, not as well. And David says, sup with the video quality. I need an iPhone or what? Not too sure. Do you mean the video quality is lower on the screen you're viewing? And an offside call there against number 12. Substitution being made for City of Ohio. Davis says it's a little blurry on his screen. What if I do this? Does that help at all? I just tried to zoom it out as Colin McComb has a shot. It's saved. Worley is almost there to pounce on it, but it is cleared in the end, and it will be a corner kick for Delaware Rising. Yeah, Chris says it's not as good as the first stream either. I wonder if it has to do with the connection, maybe to YouTube. I'm gonna, as soon as this corner is over, I'll check our settings too to see if there's any way I can up the quality. This is crossed in by Worley. Good ball. Oh, but it just goes out of bounds as no one's able to get any body part on that ball. And I believe it is the water break. So perfect. Good time to adjust some settings here to see. So Kristen says, oh, they want to zoom back in. Okay, so that's good. The stream is not as good as the first one for some people, but for others, good. Let's try one other thing. How does the quality look now? I adjusted the setting, set the view to go as high as possible. And I know that when streaming on YouTube, sure, like you can set it to like 1080p. However, it will depend on the connection. So YouTube will throttle the actual quality of the stream to make sure it works. And it should be as high quality as possible. But like I said again, YouTube will throttle it if it is just too intense. Christian says it looks good for her. That's good. And again, we're at the water break at about the 70th minute. Score is still 2-0. Delaware Rising is down. Still over 20 minutes to go. Jack says look better zoomed in. Okay, good. Yeah, so it should be zoomed in now. Let's see if we can. Let's see how far the zoom goes. While we're hanging out in the water break, might as well have some fun. Oh, that is a nice zoom. So that's as far as the zoom will go. So maybe I'll have to like start getting better and like zoom in as the play moves down the field. Do some high-tech broadcasting. Still waiting for this to get over, so let's zoom in on Ryan Miller. Look at that guy. Pretty crazy how far you can zoom in on this. Matt says, have we gotten close at all? We have. We've had some decent chances on goal. And especially in the last 5 minutes. Certainly been attacking a bit more overall. A couple good chances, forcing the keeper to make a couple saves, but just can't get away past him quite yet. Score still 2-0. Delaware Rising is down. Putting up a goal in the first half and now one in the second. We'll get back underway with a goal kick down far on this side. And a win by Albright. And now Morris tries to flick it on to Hermit. The keeper is coming out for that. And does claim it in the end and has to jump on it as Hermiller was trying to get around. As he's trying to delay a little bit more. That always makes me nervous as a field player or as a coach. And it looks like a little back touch there. And, oh, tries to clear, but falls to 71. And saved by Sexton. Good stuff to keep this game in reach for Delaware Rising. A good save by him, especially being so far out, closing down that angle. Good stuff from Sexton. Now Kuhn with some fancy footwork, trying to create some space, looking for a pass. Now finds Worley. Worley swings it to DeCop. Oh, and looks like he was looking for Hermiller, but just waited too long on that pass and ultimately just given away. And now 71 up against Eddie Conrad. Seeing some of his first action of the game. Does get in front of it, and good hustle from Conrad to stay in front of his man. Prevents the shot on goal, and it is now a corner kick for City of Ohio. Hopefully Delaware Rising can defend this well. Maybe break on a counter. And a little fake kick there. Now sends it in. Good ball in. A swing and a miss from number 17. Cleared out by DeCop, but only as far as 77. Tries to line something up. Still with it. Oh, and outside the boot. Tries to flick it in. And good conversation there from DeCop and Sexton. The Sexton gathers and now tries to send his men on a break. Blast it downfield. And Morris is on to chase it. Does bounce in front of number 16. Tried to, and Morris intercepts now. So it will be Morris. It does go out for a corner. And that is a Delaware Rising corner. Good stuff. Good hustle by Morris to make that happen. And takes it quickly as the keeper is not back in net, but just can't beat the first man. Now cleared away. Number 12 is able to get on it, but just misses it. Nice ball down the line at number 17. Good stuff. Down this near sideline. Now defended by Miller. 17 tries to curl it in, and Sexton watches that go wide. Game is opening up a little bit more now. Both sides getting up and down the pitch. Just passing the 76th minute. Here's DeCop. DeCop, little shimmy, gets past his man. Now tries to flick it through to Hermiller. Nice run, right idea. Picked up by the keeper. That's a big kick that will ultimately just bounce out of bounds. Be a Della Rising throw, but a few substitutions being made by City of Ohio. And now Cody Lumbee also joining the pitch, taking out Ryan Miller. We'll get back underway. So a lot of time to be played. We certainly need to play with some urgency. And now a ball for Hermiller to chase. He does get on the end of it, tries to set it up for Worley. Good pass back out to Morris now. Morris dodging and weaving. Just loses out to one of those other defenders in the middle. And now kicked out nicely to an outlet. A good stat from Schwalek to prevent the counterattack. And a big switch. Headed in the end by Conrad, but thankfully Barrett is able to step in off of that header. It looked like it was falling for a City of Ohio team member, but crossed over nicely to DeCop, but not the best first touch. And goes off of a City of Ohio player for a Della Rising throw. DeCop looking to take quickly. Finds Cody Lumbee. Swung all the way across. Now Landon Kuhn with the ball. Puts the ball into the box, headed out by number 4. That will be a corner kick now for Delaware Rising. Kuhn to take the corner. We need our boys to attack this ball. It's lovely in the box. Almost up for Albright. Morris gets a flick on it. And ultimately, it's still loose. Looks like the keeper had it, but he did not. Now it's for Schwalek. Schwalek has a swing with the left. What a save. And what a hit, as that was on frame. The keeper might have saw it a little late and has to flick it up and over the top of the goal for another Della Rising corner. But a lovely swing of the boot from Nathan Schwalek with his left boot nonetheless. Della Rising is knocking on the door. Now we just need to kick it down and shove the ball in the goal. And a corner. This one's a bit long. And headed out for another corner on the other side. And this time Evan Worley will take and gather. And Chris says, wow, nice shot, Nate. Absolutely. What a shot it was. Only thing would have been better is if it was in the goal. But we'll have that all day when you have time and space just outside of the 18, above that D. Have a hit for sure. Taken quickly and short. Now DeCop flicks it in. Looks like that's going to be a little too long as they watch that roll out. Yes, too long indeed. It will just go out for a goal kick, unfortunately. Substitution is being made. Robbie Comstock takes Nathan Schwalek out, giving Nathan a break after a good long stint. And switching up our formation just a little bit in terms of personnel. So Barrett stays in the center. Conrad now swings out to the left center back position, and Comstock now is in that right center back role. We're still just waiting for this goal kick to be taken. We're at about the 80th minute. And we should have some added time. Seth Barrett wins that, but falls to a City of Ohio player. Good stuff from Conrad to keep it out. And then good work from Sexton to prevent the corner, and it goes out for a City of Ohio throw. Score is still 2-0. Unfortunately, in favor of City of Ohio. Looks like a big throw will be coming in. It is. Headed away nicely by Conrad. Still finds a City of Ohio player. Kind of bouncing around outside that 18. Now it falls to Kuhn. Getting through a lot of defenders still on the run. But now it finds the foot of Josh Albright. Swings it to Conrad. And now Lumbee with some space. Doesn't see his run in time, but does just kick that downfield. It does go into the box. One out of the air. Josh Albright. Overlapping run by number 16, who will get on the end of it. Big touch there. Sees that out for a Delaware Rising goal kick. Substitution is being made. Number 25 coming in. About 8 minutes remaining in regulation. The referee will probably be adding some added time, you would think. Hermiller with good check back and holding of possession. And given away in the midfield. Now 71 running on. And a yellow card is coming out. As there was a foul called. So it looks like that probably is for Eddie Conrad as he nudges the player from behind. Just unnecessary in that situation, as we did have Seth back playing defense. Now giving up a free kick in a dangerous area. And the ball is whipped in onto an on-running player, and wow, a lovely goal, lovely ball. No one was tracking the runner on the back post. There were actually two unmarked men making runs toward that back post, and a fairly simple header in the end for that City of Ohio player, making the score now 3-0. Substitutions now being made for Delaware Rising. Max DeCopp comes off, Mason Morris comes off, and Landon Kuhn comes off. Getting in some fresh legs. Now with Seliskar, White, and Fleming. Looks like Brown also coming on, taking off Albright. That'll get us back underway. Seliskar on the left wing. Good touch there from Seliskar now on the left wing. Trying to find some space as he heads toward goal. And ends up a corner kick for Delaware Rising. And a substitution now being made. Seth Barrett finally getting a break after a lovely showing. Good stuff from him on such a hot day. What a guy putting in a shift. Got to clap because that is just tough to do, especially in the center of that defense. And a nice ball in, but ultimately just into the hands of the goalkeeper. Is, again, no one really attacking the ball, unfortunately, for Delaware Rising. Maybe something to work on during our practices. Rob tries to step in. Let's get a little bit of the ball, but still in possession of City of Ohio. Trying to play the ball wide. Decent ball. Rob gets back in there. And a nice through ball to 71, who has a touch. Cuts back inside. Good stuff. And hits it off of the post. Lovely stuff from him. Good footwork. It's almost like a little Ronaldo chop to get back in to lose his defender. And thankfully just hits the post. We're now in the 88th minute. Score still 3-0 in favor of City of Ohio. And a sliding challenge against Nate White is clean, but now intercepted by Zach White. Ball kind of bouncing around. Sexton sends it out to Seliskar, switching the field of play. Seliskar finds Fleming with a nice little turn, but shielded out of bounds by that City of Ohio player. A couple more substitutions being made now. One for City of Ohio, 2 for Delaware Rising. John Dembski comes on for Jeremy Hermiller, and Bryce Alkire, former Buckeye Valley player as well, comes on the pitch for looks like that's Worley. You see John up top trying to apply some pressure. Yes, and some first action of the game for John and Bryce. Maybe they can add a little spark to the game. Some good possession. Playing the ball around the field from City of Ohio. And now just blasted upfield. Good win by Zach White. Tried to head away by Comstock. And now Brown getting in on the action. Breaks up that play. And a foul against City of Ohio. And blasted upfield by Conrad. Headed away by a City of Ohio player, who then another shields it out for a City of Ohio throw. Good passing and good movement from City of Ohio. We now have hit 90 minutes. See how much added time will be included by the referee. And now ball goes free as it isn't touched by either team. Now Dembski tries to send it down to Luke Fleming, which he does find him, but ends up being dispossessed on that far side. And just blasted downfield. Good win by Cody Lumbee getting back. But now it still finds the feet of a City player. And he looks like he's ready to have a shot. Tries to wind up, but stays with it, and good defending in the end by Conrad. Seliskar trying to do some defending and does well, but ultimately, in the end, does dispossess the player. Good stuff from Seliskar. Now Bryce with a little space to go. Fancy footwork to keep that ball in, and now swings it to Nate White. Nate White to Zach White. Now to John. John does play it out. That's to Fleming. A little miscommunication there, but Fleming keeps it. Now with White on the wing. Works past, tries to get past his man, almost does. And in the end, it is just a goal kick. Just not the day for Delaware Rising. A few chances. A few good strikes on goal, forcing the keeper to make a few saves. But unable to find the back of the net. And City able to find the back of the net against Delaware Rising 3 times. That's still our score, 3-0. Cody Lumby gets space. Good tracking back from Brown. Finds Seliskar, now Fleming. Nice little turn, finds John, but John just can't put the right touch on it. Brown with some nice fancy footwork. Finds John up top, now to Seliskar. Tries to cut inside, but the defender reads it well, but Seliskar hustles back and gets possession once again. Now Conrad looking for options. Plays it off of a defender on a pass, still keeps it. Has a strike of his own. And trapped by the goalkeeper. Good step from Alex Brown. Finds Bryce. And now JP. Good Buckeye Valley connection there. And Seliskar unable to keep the ball in bounds, unfortunately. And that's a good explanation of our entire game. And a foul is called against Seliskar as he runs through the back of number 21. The referee has added on quite a few minutes. Wasn't able to see the signal. We still got some time to play. The ball sent into the box. Dangerous ball. Falls to a City player and ended up being cleared. It will be a City throw. And of course, no one in a hurry to take the throw as the referee does check his watch. And that will be the game. The referee blows the whistle to put this final 3-0. Your winners are City of Ohio. Delaware Rising just couldn't find the back of the net. A few decent chances. A lapse in some defensive positioning, but hopefully we can get that resolved as we do have a scrimmage coming up on Wednesday. We'll have a reserve match. I believe that will be at Olentangy Orange against Elite FC, their U23 team. So it'll be a fun matchup. Good way to work in some of these other players, maybe test out some different tactical elements. But again, your final score here is 3-0. City of Columbus takes the victory, and we will see you all, which will be streaming. Again, of course, the scrimmage. Get you a little more soccer action on your feed, but we will see you then on Wednesday. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you. Have a great rest of your weekend.